Hello everybody and welcome to episode 10 of Game Engine Development Log. In this video I'll show you the changes that I made to the engine this past week. This video will be the last video in the series for quite a while because now I will be moving on to the game development series. So this means that graphics will now look like this for quite a while. But with that out of the way, let me show you what I've been working on this week. For the past few days I've been mostly trying to optimize some old effects and make them look a bit better. As you can already see from the video, the screen space reflections now look much better than they did last week. I also fixed the issue that made the effect reflect the objects from the previous frame, so now the reflections will appear in their correct spot without any offsets. Another problem that I noticed is that the effect was looking a bit too stretched at certain areas. This has now been fixed as well, and now the reflections should be the same size as the actual objects. I've been also changing the light scattering effect a bit. I know I changed it multiple times throughout the series already, but I think now it looks good enough for now. Another major task this week was to optimize the ambient occlusion effect and make it look better. And I think I managed to do that because I think now the effect looks much better, and also it takes around 1 millisecond on my GTX 980 Ti to draw the effect in 2560 by 1440. I think the result in terms of quality looks quite comparable to other more known modern engines, but in my experience it runs quite a bit faster than theirs. I've also heard about some modern techniques that are actually faster than this one, but we will see. For now my implementation is fast enough. In some of these examples the effect will seem a bit darker than it would be in the final rendering pipeline, but this makes it more visible for demonstrational purposes. Other than just optimizing the ambient occlusion effect, I also worked on optimizing the screen space reflections. For example, in this scene where there are no reflections at all, the shader will discard all of the reflected fragments and make the effect run about 7 times faster compared to when all of the surfaces are reflective. So this means that reflection effect has quite a bit of room for optimizations, which I will not work on anytime soon because now I will focus all of my time on developing the actual game. In the top left corner you might have also noticed some timers. These show how much time the GPU takes to draw individual post-processing effects. When optimizing the rendering pipeline, I can use those to see if the changes that I made had negative or positive performance impact on individual effects. With all of the changes out of the way, let me just show you some scenes where the reflections work particularly well. In these next few clips, I'm just showing how a random city would look like with a bamboo material. Next up is the oak floor material. And finally some rusted iron. Note the reflection on the wall on the right. So as I said at the beginning of the video, from now on I will be mostly working on game development. If you wanna know what this scene with the wooden wall is all about before the next upload, you can already go to my Twitter or my Facebook page to see what I'm working on before I upload the video. And if you've noticed that my voice is kinda different from my other episodes, is because I'm kinda ill at the moment. Just in case you're wondering if you spotted the difference. So this brings us to the end of this week's episode. If you liked the video, like it. And if you'd like to see more videos in the Development Log series, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!